Sorry, guys. Still sick from that bad beat we took last night. Let's recap it and get back after it. Hey there, everybody. Welcome on into the Friday edition here of Winning Bets. We're giving out free sports picks each and every single day. And just in a few hours, you'll be able to pour yourself a cocktail, get yourself an ice cold beer, and celebrate another weekend that is in your hands, and you can do whatever the hell you want. Yeah, baby, that's right. It's the weekend. Let's get fired up. Get fired up. Yeah, we may have lost a little bit of money yesterday, just a little, tiny, itty little bit, but get fired up, baby. It's the weekend. We got a whole weekend worth of slate of bets. We got soccer bets going on. We got baseball bets, of course. Plenty of opportunity to make some money when we're still positive on the week and just keep on adding up to it. Let's go ahead and recap yesterday, and then let's go ahead and get on into that big old slate of action that we've got going on this weekend. As you guys can see right there, we lost a little bit of money yesterday. We went 3-3 yesterday, down 0.42 units, but still positive on the week at plus 1.72 units. What didn't go our way yesterday? Keegan Aiken looking like Cy Young out there. Give up a leadoff home run to Ohtani and then straight up shut it down. I actually punished myself yesterday and watched that entire game just waiting for Keegan Aiken to have that bad inning or bad couple of innings, and then the bullpen for the Orioles come in and wet the bed and do what they do. And it never happened. I was just sitting there just punishing myself that entire game. I mean, Keegan Aiken went 7 innings pitched, 1 run. Think he only gave up 3 hits. Are you kidding me? That is nowhere near the back of his baseball card. Unreal. He had like 7 or so strikeouts. We were just striking guys out. That's just one of those losses where it's just like, okay, like you've literally never done that again. I'm probably going to fade your ass again next time. But good job this time, man. But I don't like that. Taking my money. I don't appreciate that one bit. So, obviously, yeah, lost that team total, dropped that F5 team total. We move on. We moved on to the nightcap, got an immediate cash in that Cardinals full game team total, cash in the second inning. Told you guys, that is just good work right there of getting burned on Monday, of using a strategy of, okay, well, these teams just saw this pitcher. Let's go ahead and, we took the over in that Astros-Royals game, the F5. We didn't get a cash, but we didn't let a bad result deter us away from a winning strategy. It is a winning strategy in baseball. If you see a pitcher really quick, really soon, you're going to hit him that second time. And the Cardinals are all over Mitch Keller. Even though the previous outing he threw 5 innings pitch of no-run ball, they lit him up yesterday and lit him up early. So got a nice, good second inning cash there. Continue the winnings. Got that Yankees money line. That would have been a bad beat. Maybe not a full bad beat, but they were up 6-0. Let the Athletics come 6-6. And then what we talked about on yesterday's show, the Yankees had the better bullpen. So once that became a bullpen game, I was really confident that the Yankees were going to pull out that win, and that's exactly what they did, pulling out a nice 7-6 win. And then the Dodgers also came through in the money line. Who isn't backing Max Scherzer? Are you kidding me? I'm all over that Max Scherzer train, and he shut down those Padres 4-0, and they got a nice win right there. Then the bad beat that I'm still trying to get up over. It still got a little sickness in my tummy, as you guys saw there. Twins F5 team total under 1.5 runs did not cash. That was the dog of the day. Why is that a bad beat? Well, for 4.1 innings pitched, Chris Sale hadn't given up 1 hit. 0 hits. He even had an immaculate inning in the 3rd inning. That's where you throw 9 pitches. All 9 of them are strikes. I mean, the guy was on fire. So 4.13 innings pitched, no hits, just dominating. Then the next guy comes up, gets just like an excuse me bullshit swing dribbler that kind of falls in that no man land between the catcher and the pitcher, and they just can't get to it because it is that awkward spot. So it's not like he got hit there. And what's that? Oh my God, I can't tell you guys. I was watching ESPN Gamecast, and I can't tell you how just like sick I got in my stomach when that happened. And then I was like, oh my gosh, like this next guy better not hit a 2-run home run. Like you could just almost feel it. Like he had such a dominant inning. When you're doing it under 1.5, it doesn't take much to kind of screw that up. And you can just feel how like that previous hit was bullshit that broke up the no-hitter. And then the next guy came up and hit a 2-run home run. I mean, just sick. I was really surprised I actually don't need a new cell phone saying that thing didn't get hurled across the room. That's how pissed I was to lose that bet, because that thing was handicapped perfectly. Sale was dominating and just lost it. And of course, the next 2 guys go out. Just brutal. That one's right. That's our second brutal bad beat in as many days. We've had the Phillies one. That Phillies under 2.5 team total where Bryce Harper hit a home run. So 2 brutal bad beats. But still positive on the week at plus 1.72 units. All right, let's go ahead and turn that baby. We lost the free giveaway bet. Obviously, that was tied to that Angels team total, so we've only got one left. I've got time to decide what it's going to be. It's not going to be baseball today. I'm obviously on fire in soccer, so it's going to be one of these soccer bets up over the weekend. I'll tweet that out at some point when I make that decision and put the extra $50 on. We've only got one free giveaway bet left. Hopefully, it can last as long as possible. All right, on today's show, we got no NASCAR bets. If you've been around this show for a long time, that probably wasn't a big surprise to you. If you're new to the show, welcome. Obviously great to have you here checking it out. But I don't do Daytona and I don't do Talladega. Those are 2 races that are wildly unpredictable. We obviously know there's several crashes, several big crashes, and I'm not putting my money on the line when there are going to be crashes and there are going to be multiple guys taken out of the field. Way too unpredictability. So Daytona, Talladega will never get any NASCAR bets for me. So enjoy the race. Big race. I've already previewed it with William. There's one NASCAR playoff spot up to grabs. Should be a wild and fun night Saturday night. I'll enjoy watching it, but won't have my money up on the line. Now is also time to remind you guys, whether you're an old subscriber or whether you're relatively new, I also do not do college football. I do not give out any college football bets. I'm kind of like I like to use the saying of like stay in your lane, right? I know baseball, I know soccer, I know NFL, I know NASCAR. Just stay in your lane. Don't venture out. The people may want college football, but it's just not something I follow. And you guys know me. I just don't throw bets up on the wall to see what sticks. So I'm going to stay in my lane. And once again this season, I will not give out a college football bet. Obviously, it starts this weekend, so that's why I thought it was worthwhile to go ahead and mention that. If you do, that being said, depending on how long you've been following me, you did notice last year I did tweet some I did tweet some college bets. Like I said last year, and I'll just go ahead and repeat it. If I do that, I am drunk, guys. I am drunk, having one hell of a Saturday, and just feel like firing off some bets. So if you see me on Twitter firing off college football bets, you have been warned. There is no research and a lot of booze behind those bets. So you've been forewarned if you tail a college football bet from me. All right, with that being said, let's just start off with the baseball bets, because obviously those go off today, and I know I've heard from a lot of you guys, it's actually pretty cool. You guys watch these things on 2 devices. You're watching the games on one device while putting in bets on the other one. So let's go ahead and start off with baseball, because those are the lines that could move sooner. Let's go ahead and start off with Red Sox versus Indians. Red Sox F5 team total over 2.5 runs at minus 110 over at DraftKings. What do we like this? The Red Sox are number 1. They've got the number 1 batting average versus left-handed pitching over the last couple weeks. Since the 1st of August, they're top 4. They actually been mashing left-handed pitching. You got Logan Allen on the mound here for the Indians. Check out these numbers, guys. These are like Keegan Aiken territory numbers. A 9.13 ERA. He just hasn't had enough qualified starts to be one of the worst pitchers in baseball, but a 9.13 ERA, that's actually worse than Keegan Aiken's. His whip is actually tied with Keegan Aiken at 1.81. His opponent's batting average is .319, and he's only striking out 6.0 batters every 9 innings. Obviously, this guy is really bad. This bet is cashed in his last 4 starts. Saying that, he hasn't had a major league start since July 5th. He's obviously, I assume he's been down in the minor leagues working on whatever he's been working on. Well, hey, welcome back to the major leagues, and welcome back to the number 1 offense versus left-handed pitching. It should be a rough outing here for Logan Allen, so we'll go ahead and fade him. Obviously, the Red Sox are incredible offense, so obviously hope and think that they can get to 3 runs over 5 innings, and we'll do that one at minus 110 over at DraftKings. Let's go ahead now and do this Reds versus Marlins game. Got that Reds run line at plus 118 over at FanDuel. This is the exact same matchup, pitcher-wise, on August 21st. The Reds won that game 7-4. We've got Thompson versus Miley. Miley, obviously, we've known him. We backed him. Obviously, his most recent start was just 2 starts ago up against the Cubs, where he was just dominant right there. So we know Miley. Thompson, we don't know all that often, but he's also got some good numbers. But again, when you see these same 2 pitchers, immediately on their next start, I'm going to trust Miley over Thompson more. Miley's got more of the pedigree, more of the background there, so I like that. Reds are also hitting right-handed pitching better than the Marlins are hitting left-handed pitchers, so we're getting the better offense. Not a big shocker. We've tailored the Reds offense a lot this season. We know how good they are, but in this current stretch, they're also better than the Marlins against right-handed pitching versus left-handed pitching. And then the Reds have the far better bullpen since August 1st. The Reds sit around about top 15, top 12. The Marlins bottom 3, bottom 5 in a lot of categories. So we're getting the better offense. We're getting the better bullpen. If you want to call starters a wash because these two teams just went at each other a week ago, I wouldn't disagree. But give me the better offense. Give me the better bullpen. Give me that Reds run line at plus 118 over at FanDuel. The next one we're going to do is here is Yankees versus Athletics. We're going to go ahead and run back that Yankees money line. I'm not showing a bet slip on this because I'm going to be using my live 20% profit boost that they offer on BetRivers. I know a lot of you guys have been using that as well. So this is a spot where I'm going to use a live 20% profit boost on this Yankees money line. The best line right now, if you don't have BetRivers, is at DraftKings. So go jump on DraftKings right now and get that best line. We don't need to talk about this. Again, we cashed this thing last night. We know these two teams. Everything we talked about yesterday, but now add in a Garrett Cole. Yeah, Yankees on that money line. That's a no-brainer bet right there. Now let's go ahead and get on into the dog of the day. What's going to be the dog of the day? Roo, 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 roo. The dogs are barking. We need to get a dog of the day. We need to get one of these suckers. Man, yesterday's was just a brutal battle. We did not deserve to lose yesterday's. We're going to go ahead and do a nerfy. How about that? No run the first inning. Let's go to Diamondbacks versus Phillies at plus 102 over at BetRivers. For the Phillies here, they got Aaron Nola on the mound. He's their bona fide ace. 25 starts, 13 runs, 19 hits, and 29 Ks. We love that. Guys that give up less hits than per innings pitched, but then strike out more. We love that. That's a winning formula for a nerfy. Even if they do get in damage, guys that can strike out. We love that. They can wiggle their way out of damage. That's exactly what Nola can do. And that's exactly what Widener can do there for the Diamondbacks. He's had 12 starts, 3 runs, 6 hits, and 13 Ks. So again, significantly less hits than innings pitched and more strikeouts than innings pitched. So love that. Love both of these guys. Diamondbacks are 30th in the major leagues in runs per first inning, and the Phillies are 18. So with this being the dog of the day, obviously thought this was a great spot with the pitchers on the mound, with the offenses in the first inning. Go ahead and give me my dog of the day. Is going to be that nerfy, and the Diamondbacks versus Phillies at plus 102. All right, let's go ahead now and jump on into these soccer bets. And obviously, we didn't do our Premier League show yesterday. Matt had some scheduling conflict. We're going to go ahead and do it today. But because it's going to come out later than this show, I will give you guys a little bit of breakdown. But do go ahead and check out that Premier League show. And I say that because we give out picks and leans for all games. But then obviously we only have official bets, the ones that our money's behind. But I went back and I always write down my leans and everything. On yesterday or in last week's episode, there's obviously 10 games. I would have cashed in 8 of the 10 games. Obviously, they weren't all official bets, but my leans are also, bets that obviously I like. I haven't bet them, but you guys know, I really like them. And I would have cashed in 8 of the 10 Premier League games last week. So just keep that in mind. Even though I'm going to go ahead and give you the guide these bets, do go ahead and check out that live show. And hopefully, guys, just like the back and forth between Matt and I as well. But with that being said, let's go ahead now and jump on into these soccer bets. The first one I gave out the other day this week, Manchester City minus 1.5 at plus 105. Absolutely love that. It's just kind of like that PSG bet a few weeks ago, right? PSG is going to get a goal. They're probably going to get 2 goals. Can they get the third goal? Well, Manchester City is going to beat Arsenal. They're just way better than Arsenal in this current moment. So you already got Manchester City winning the game. Can they just win by 2? I certainly believe they will. This game's played at the Etihad. Yeah, Manchester City all over Arsenal all day long at plus 105 to win by 2+. Next one we're going to do here is Liverpool versus Chelsea. Under 2.5 at minus 115. You can find that up over at DraftKings. Love this bet, obviously. Lots of reasons I love this bet. One, we know how much Chelsea cashes under 2.5. We know their success last season. This season, it's already cashed in 2 of their 3 games, if you count that UEFA Super Cup. So they're off to a good start, cashing under 2.5. If you look back at last season, and this doesn't mean it's always going to translate to this season, but when teams in the top 4, top 6 got together and played, under 2.5 was cashing at an incredible rate. Again, doesn't mean it will this season, but I'll go ahead and take my chance. And these 2 fixtures last season against these 2 clubs, both of them cashed under 2.5. So I just love under 2.5. I've already uploaded my video this week for that Premier League contest for $50,000 where I talked about how I just don't see many goals being scored in this game. 2 really good clubs. They're going to be cagey, fighting, scrapping for every second ball, first ball. Neither one's going to want to give up an inch on that pitch. see this one being 0-0, 1-0 either side, or 1-1 is about my max right here. So Liverpool, Chelsea under 2.5 at minus 115. The next one we're going to do here is Leicester on that money line. You can get that at minus 114. You can get that over at BetRivers or Barstools. They both have the same price at minus 114. They're going up against Norwich. I mean, what's theirs not to like? Norwich, man, welcome back to the Premier League. You've had a brutal start. You faced Liverpool, Manchester City, and now you get Leicester in your first 3 games before the international break. That is brutal. This line is too low. And this line is low because Leicester I actually followed this line. It started off at minus 135. And then after that loss to West Ham, it just plummeted all the way down to minus 114. What's the reason? I mean, they played West Ham at West Ham. West Ham's got more attacking prowess. We talked about that. We won money on that game. It's not a surprise that Leicester lost that game. I don't understand the drop in this value, the drop in the price here on Leicester moneyline. They're far better than Norwich. Norwich is bad. Norwich is bad. Weren't even in the Premier League last year. They won't be in the Premier League next year. They're going to go right back to the championship. Yeah, Leicester on that money line. I'll go and take a chance that Leicester can go ahead and pull it out. So love that. At minus 114, we're getting a far. So you got a team that's going to be fighting, folks. I say fighting top 4. They're really just going to be fighting top 6. I mean, we know who the bona fide top 4 teams are. We got a team that's going to be fighting top 6 versus a team that's going to be out of the Premier League next year at minus 114. Ridiculous to get that at minus 114. Lock that one in, folks. Next one we're going to do is here, we're going to do a Moneyline Parlay. You got West Ham, Tottenham, Moneyline Parlay, plus 133 over at BetRivers. West Ham is going up against Crystal Palace. Crystal Palace is going to be lucky if they're in the Premier League next season. This is a really bad club. Crystal Palace, check this out. Crystal Palace last week, guys, played Brentford at home and didn't score a goal. You're supposed to be playing your best at home. You're supposed to be playing your most attacking, forward-thinking brand of football when you're at home. Because A, you got the crowd, and B, you're just at home. You defend your ground. You get points because it's on the whole it's tough to get points on the road. So at home, we play attacking. We go get it. We get those 3 points. They got nothing against Brentford. 0. Brentford has a good attacking. They're, whatever, like a lot of these clubs on defense, nothing all that special. Brentford is known more for their offense, not their defense. And Palace got nothing. West Ham is going to smash Crystal Palace. And then for Tottenham, they're going up against Watford. Watford's obviously a newbie. They weren't in the Premier League last season. Harry Kane came off the bench last game. He started midweek in the Europa League Conference, whatever the hell that is. He started in that game. He got a goal in that game. Actually got the first goal in that game. Harry Kane's going to be starting this game. You're going to get Son in the lineup. It's against Watford. It's at White Hart Lane. What's there not to like about this? So this was kind of a no-brainer parlay. And to get it at plus 133 all over West Ham Tottenham. Moneyline Parlay, plus 133. The next one we do is Brighton versus Everton at minus 105 over at DraftKings. That's both teams to score at minus 105, that is. I like that this game's played at Brighton. Because it's played at Brighton, Brighton's going to think that they can actually get a point, right? If this game was at Everton, at Goodison Park, you could say, okay, this one's going to be pretty much dominated by Everton. Brighton going on the road. It's going to be tough for them to maybe scrap out a result. But at home, where they're already 2-0, and they're looking really good to start this campaign, they're going to think that they can do it. They're going to play attacking. They've got good attackers led by Maupay. They've got a good offense. They're going to want to go for it. So I like Brighton get on the score sheet, and then Everton for Charleston and Calvert-Lewin, and then the boys they have behind them, feeding them good distribution. I mean, what's there not to like about Everton get on the score sheet as well? So at minus 105, are you kidding me? Yeah, all day long. Give me Brighton, Everton, both teams to score at minus 105. The next one I want to do is I added on a couple here. West Ham team total over 1.5. It's juicy at minus 145 over at PointsBet. But that's how bad I think they're going to beat Crystal Palace. So 2 goals. Again, I think they're going to win. Can they get one more goal? I mean, look at this attacking problem. Look what they did to Leicester. I know Leicester got a red card, but they were winning that game up until then. They were going to get goals, with or without that red card. I mean, watch that entire game. They were significantly better than Leicester over the course of those 90 minutes and obviously leading up to that red card. So, yeah, see them putting 2 past Crystal Palace. Crystal Palace is bad, folks. Really, really a bad team. So, over 1.5 team total goals for me in that game. And then I'm also going to go right back to the well and take Antonio to have 2+ shots on target. You can get that at plus 120 at FanDuel. What's there not to like about that? Now, number 9, leading the line. Going up against a really bad team at home. They're going to be attacking at home. Yeah, Antonio, 2+ shots on target all day long. And then I went ahead and did a Moneyline Parlay Byron. I mean, do I need to say who Byron's playing? Does it really matter? They're playing Hertha Berlin, but does it really matter who Byron's playing? I mean, it does, unless they're playing Dortmund or something, or they're in the Champions League. But even then, they just smash in the Champions League. Actually, it really doesn't matter who Bayern's playing. And then add Sevilla to them. They're playing Elche, one of the worst teams in La Liga. Sevilla, they've already 2 games, 2 wins, and they've yet to concede a goal all season long. That is what Sevilla does. Sevilla wins a lot of 1-0, 2-0 games. It's kind of their MO. This Elche is going to be really hard pressed to score up against Sevilla. That's just Sevilla. That's just their MO. They're really good. And to get this parlay at plus money, absolutely love that. So we'll do that one at plus 107. So those are the soccer bets right there for you guys. All right, let's go ahead now and recap those baseball bets. Let's do that Red Sox F5 team total over 2.5 runs at minus 110. Let's do that Reds run line at plus 118 over at FanDuel. Let's do that Yankees money line, no price, whatever price I get it, and we're tracking that. I'll go ahead and tweet that out once first pitch happens. And then the dog of the day. The dog of the day is at Nerfy and Diamondbacks versus Phillies at plus 102. All right, guys, it's the weekend, baby. Cheers. Cheers to your weekend. I will raise one up for the winning bets community whenever I do crack my first drink open tonight. I'll raise it up, toast it that all you guys have a good weekend, and we can all have a profitable winning bets. And we can come back here on Monday talking about the profit that we have, and we'll kick off a new weekend. All right, guys, enjoy it. We'll see you back here on Monday. Thanks for watching till the end. I'm Jason Mattis. Any love you can show by giving me a like, a subscription, or a comment, or even just share this video is very much appreciated. And don't forget to turn on your notifications to increase your chances of locking in the same odds as I talked about today. And check out my other great videos in these corners.